Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea and I have another video for you guys. Today I want to talk about Bitcoin because there's some interesting things happening in the charts. I'm seeing a lot of people worried about, is it over? Is the bull market over? Is the bull market canceled? And I want to talk about that. So without further ado, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's hop into this video. So guys, right now Bitcoin is trading at $63,630, down about 3% on the day. Bitcoin dominance trading at 51.49%. When you exclude stablecoins, we're basically sitting at about 53.5%. Kind of coming down slightly here, which is pretty interesting. It's showing that the altcoins are holding up relatively well, but I do expect Bitcoin dominance to rally a little bit more as we get closer and closer to this halving. Expecting probably 57 to 60% Bitcoin dominance level, and let Bitcoin steal the show. That's what I'm expecting at some point here. But I do want to take a look a little bit deeper into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is having a lot of people worried. So let's first start off on the daily time frame here. Inside of our green box, which is usually in past cycles, we have a green box of about 24 days to break previous cycle highs and sustain that price. So right now, guys, we've been in this for about a month inside this box. But it depends on where you really truly draw it from. But I would say we've been in this, if you want to draw it from the peak, we've been in it for about 14 days. And usually 11 days from the peak breakout to break out fully from the previous high. So long story short, do we have more time in this green box? Sure. But the real question is, are we going to continue this move to the upside? Or are we going to cool off and start to create more of a corrective structure? I'm seeing a lot of bearish sentiment. Seeing lots of bearish sentiment people saying, oh, it's over. Oh, it's over. But I also, on the other hand, am seeing a lot of bullish sentiment. I think right now, a lot of crypto Twitter and the crypto YouTube sphere is divided. A lot of people do not really know what's going to happen here because we broke all-time highs prior to the halving. So it's got a lot of people thrown for a loop. But I want to break this down with you guys. We're going to start off with the daily and make our way into higher term time frames. And I want to show you what I'm seeing here. So I am leaning towards the idea in the short term that we do just build some corrective structuring. And I think that's absolutely fine. I think that is bullish for this cycle, for this bull market. Guys, we need to come down a little bit sometimes. We can't just go straight up. The faster we go up in the shorter amount of time, the less likely Bitcoin is going to make higher highs, and it's going to be basically like a muted cycle, like the previous cycle that we had. That's been what a lot of people have been calling it because of the whole FTX debacle that was going on. But we need to build some foundation. Up a little bit, sideways. Up a little bit, sideways. Up a little bit, sideways. That's how you get the very, very big moves and the big multiples on your investment with crypto. You don't really want to see the quick blow off top from the lows. You want to see some big moves climbing up so that when you do get that blow off top, it's hopefully from a higher range than from the bottom. Because if it's from the bottom, then and we were to keep going up, a blow off top might only be about $80,000. But we need to see much higher. We want to see much higher. And to see that, we need to see what's happening exactly right now, which is this move to the downside here. And I will say that I think there is a chance here that the bottom is in on the short term at about, we came and tested about the $60,000, $61,000 price level. I think that's appropriate. There's a lot of buy orders below $59,000. There's a lot of buy orders. And the question is, will they get filled? We'll see, but I don't think that they will. And if they do, then that's going to put us into a much longer corrective period in my mind. Maybe a month or two more. But as long as we hold above this $51,000 price level, guys, the trend is your friend, and we're going to continue this move to the upside. But I do want to take a look a little bit deeper here because short term, I am a little bearish. I know, don't crucify me right now. If you say that to people right now, everyone will freak out. But I am a little bit short term bearish here. Of course, like I said, the bottom could be in when we tapped 61,000. But if we continue this little dribble to the downside with low volume, then we'll probably get a little bit of a move to the downside, maybe to 57,000 in the short term, guys. Let me emphasize that, in the short term. But let's take a look at a higher term time frame. So now let's move to the weekly, all right? And I want to talk about these market cipher green dots that I've mentioned a few weeks ago. Every time we have a market cipher green dot on a weekly, it's bullish. It's bullish. But we are seeing a little bit of a red dot here to end this momentum wave. So maybe we need a little bit of sell-off. And you can see this little candle starting to trade sideways a little bit, build some market structure, a corrective structure maybe. It's no shooting star candle or anything just yet. We're not seeing the trend change. We're looking at Hike and a She. It kind of is a weekly shooting star candle, but it's not really significant. It's not like a blow off top. But that being said, green dots, momentum waves. We always have big moves to the upside. But when you see it's followed by these red dots, I basically tapped these in a previous video and drew some lines in the previous cycle every time we've seen a green dot. And it's followed by very bullish price action. But when you see green dot here, red dot, a little bit of a cool off. But then look at that, green dot here, big move, a little bit of a cool off. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Short term, bearish. But now let's take a little bit of a longer time frame. Let's go to the 2 week. The 2 week looks very good. Looks very good. The 2 week shows that we are kind of just starting right here. We are seeing this green dot form. Momentum wave hasn't even started to move over to the downside yet. I expect that it might. It maybe will in the short term. But right now, this is bullish. This green dot right here, very bullish. Very bullish. And if you look over here, last time we had a green dot, I mean, look at these candles. Massive gains. Massive gains on the 2 week. We're seeing it again right here. First the red dot, followed by the green dot. It's very, very bullish. It looks good. Let's zoom out a little bit and look at previous cycles. But I do admit that, you know, Bitcoin is not that old. We're getting close to a decade, right? When the market cap of Bitcoin was so small, I say so small, but it was like hundreds of millions of dollars and billions of dollars. The price movements are much more volatile. It's as simple as that. You can see, like, look at this red dot, green dot, red dot, green dot, just so compacted into one cycle. In the 2017 move to the upside. But as more money gets put into Bitcoin and into this ecosystem, you have to expect diminishing returns and the volatility to drop down in the asset. It takes more money to move it. So that's why I really like looking further back into the previous cycle. Sure, there's data points, but I think as time goes on, the older data points to be pulling from are going to become more and more noise and less signal. But as of right now, this is what we got. This is what we have. So we're going to pull from that. And like I said, green dot, big move to the upside, red dot. It's going to happen. The momentum wave is still happening here. It's still happening. We're not clipping to the downside. We still have light blue. It's looking good. Now, this is something that I really want to focus on here is the monthly term time frame. Because when we look at the monthly term time frame, you can see basically every time you see the wave come to the downside here. You see the wave come to the downside here. This is the bottom. This is the bear market. You buy. You get the green dots, you buy. Green dot, wave to the downside, you buy. It comes up. Green dot, you buy. It comes up. We haven't seen a red dot form. We are just getting started, guys. And I know that's becoming almost like a meme, but it's because people are so confused with what's going on right now in the market because we broke all-time highs before the halving, and that's never happened. We're in uncharted territory. But when you look at the signals and you look at what's going on, the technical analysis, the price action, we're just getting started, guys. Sure, short term, I may be leaning a little bit bearish. I maybe think that we can hit 57,000. I think that's on the table. But long term, guys, for 2024, continuation. Continuation. All-time highs. Market cycle top. There's so many things happening. I've been thinking about making I'm going to probably start doing some live streams and really make some longer videos for you guys and really pick it apart with you and tell you guys all the things I'm seeing. There's many more indicators I want to look at with you guys and give you guys my thoughts on what they are behind them. A lot of the glass node indicators are very, very interesting. And I want to let you know what I'm thinking. I've been in this market for 8 years now, and I've learned a lot, and I want you guys to learn from my successes and my mistakes. And I'll tell you right now that right now, short-term bearish, long-term bullish here. We have not made the market cycle top, which should be hopefully above $100,000. Hopefully. I know there's a lot of people calling for ridiculous price targets like $1 million, like Kathy Wood. You gotta be careful with that, guys. You gotta be careful listening to that. You got to be careful listening to that. You know, Kathy Wood she's good, but really what she's excellent at is marketing. You gotta keep that in mind. But that being said, guys, I do expect hopefully we make a move above $100,000 Bitcoin this cycle. And so far, it's looking like we're gonna head in that direction. The question is when. And in short term, I think it's important that we put in a little bit of a corrective period. Maybe we're coming to the end of that. It's been a couple weeks. But I would like to see it play out a little bit longer. I would like to see this corrective period last until the halving, which is about 30 days away from now. It'd be very bullish. I know it's interesting saying, yeah, being bearish is bullish. But being bearish right now in the short term is very, very bullish in the medium to long term. You want to see a little bit of a dip here. As long as the dip doesn't keep on dipping, which I don't think it will, then we're going to be set up for higher highs and for this 4-year market structure to continue. But guys, if you like this type of content, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Check out some awesome referral links we have down below. We have a $4,100 sign-up bonus to Femex. All you got to do is click the link in the description box below. Sign up, deposit, trade a little bit, get a bunch of free money. Also, check me out on Twitter at 333Blacksea. I'm very active over there. I also made an Instagram that's 333Blacksea. You can follow me there. I just broke 100 followers. I'm going to be giving away $100 worth of crypto to one of you guys that is following me. So if you want to get involved in that, go follow me there as well. That's all I got for you guys. Be patient. Don't get shaken out. That's all I got for you. See you in the next one.